and can discern nationalities from people's crotches.
Funny. That's funny.
But do you think he was doing it for a laugh, or he was being sincere?
No, he was being sincere, and how racist that is. I mean, come on.
Why is it racist?
You can't. I mean, you can't stereotype people like that. What? A black guy's got a musty smell? Come on, Gary.
I don't know what a smell is. I just know George says he can identify it. It doesn't have to be a negative. Maybe a black guy has a really great smell.
Stereotypes are okay when they're a positive?
I'm not saying that they're stereotypes at all. I don't know it to be truth. He's saying he can identify people. I don't know how.
Yeah, I don't think there's any truth to it. I don't think he can.
I have to tell you, I thought, since those stereotypes are true, one of my favorite segments was when we had King of All Blacks on, and he said he could identify ethnicity by people's garbage, and he was 100% right.
What I'd like to see is Howard talked about bringing them in, different ethnicities, and having them tell, let's put a girl in the middle of that and see if he can smell a vagina compared to a cock.
I don't think he's got training a vagina.
Dan and Philly, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, thank you, John. I got to agree with Scott DePace. I mean, everybody's being hypocritical. I mean, you're making him and every heterosexual guy seem like a real asshole and real, like a I don't know, a stereotypical, like hater or whatever like that. Just because we don't like the gay act, and it's a disgusting act. I would like to ask Howard why he's not gay, because it's a disgusting act.
Do you think having sex? Do you think having sex with a woman? Do you think having sex with a woman is a disgusting act?
Having what?
Do you think having sex with a woman is a disgusting act?
No, it's natural.
Well, to you, that's the point. I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but what's natural to you is
the majority of the world don't like that stuff.
How about lesbians?
You're right. How about lesbians?
That's awesome.
No. I really don't like the lesbian shit either, because how does that benefit me? There's no cock going in there. I'm not benefiting at all.
So you wouldn't watch a lesbian video? You don't like that?
Over a gay, yeah. Other than a gay thing, yeah. Because I like women. I'm attracted to women.
All right, thanks, Dan. Scott Salem, I got to ask you a question. Yeah. Back in your swinging days, which is a long time ago.
I don't remember.
No, when the guys got involved, I mean, how did you approach that? Was it strictly a male-female kind of thing? Or
yes, it was male-female.
Come on, you saw cock, right?
Saw, yes. I did see.
Nothing ever dropped
No, I never touched. I never got a load on my chest.
Did anyone ever...
2-on-1?
Yeah, did everyone ever... Were you ever approached? Like, did any guy ever want to do something with you?
No, it didn't happen. So, no.
But wait, were you part of a 2-on-1, like blowjob, and you're doing her?
Yeah.
Did you?
Hold on.
Maybe.
2 guys and a girl?
And did you look at him? Come on, at some point you had to
Well,
look
where
at
were
him.
you? Like, what?
Oh, my God.
Were you standing next to each other? Was it like a standing thing?
No, it wasn't a standing thing.
Were you laying next to each other?
Oh, I hope it wasn't vagina asshole.
No, not a DP. Didn't do that.
So what was it?
You know what?
Of course, sir.
Don't say you don't remember.
I really don't remember the positioning and the exact layout of the room. Yeah, there was a lot of...
Well, who was doing her and who was getting done?
There was a lot of fogginess in there going on. It was all different things. It wasn't guys, but it was 2 girls could be together, or...
Oh, boy.
So wait, hold on. Was it more than 2 couples?
No. Never,
okay.
Never
so if it's you and another guy and a girl, one, what was the other girl doing during all of this? If it was 2-on-1.
I'm being honest when I say I really don't have the full recollection of exactly what was going on in the room.
Can we hypnotize him?
Yeah. I ain't buying it, Scott. I want to bring something like that you always remember.
I want to hypnotize him, and he goes, then she sucked my balls. It's so great if he was like hypnotized.
Was it your idea, or it just happened?
It just happened. I just woke up to it. We nodded out. I nodded out one time, and I just woke up to it. It was just going on. And
how did you wake up to it?
It was I was awoken to it.
And you're sure it was a chick you woke up to?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
He was banging you.
And did you pull back, or was it something that you were up for?
No, I was just like, I was wasted. So, it was like, all right, it feels good.
What year was that?
I don't know. It was somewhere in the 70s.
2 guys and a girl, Ronnie. What do you think of that? Scott in a 3-way. You ain't buying it?
No, I don't go for that bullshit. 2 guys and a girl crap.
Yeah, but
2 girls and a guy, okay, not 2 guys and a girl. Somebody's dick is going to get touched sooner or later.
Nothing. I never touched dick.
How long did these
How do you know?
How long did these swinging days go on for?
Not long.
About?
I don't know, about maybe
like Nixon to Carter.
I'm a year or two, you know.
A year or two?
Yeah. It wasn't all the time. It was maybe one. It was only a couple of times I did it. Number one. And
did you have like a group of people who were sort of into this, or did you constantly?
It wasn't different people. No,
it was a group of people. It was a set
certain
group.
people.
Right.
So like a key party?
Yeah,
thing?
key party.
Not really. No.
I think he's saying there were like 2 or 3 other couples, and you guys.
If we were friends, if we I don't know, whoever I was with, were friends with another couple, and we would hang out and get stoned or get high or whatever. And it just happened. It wasn't something.
Was it weird the next time you were with them?
It was a little uncomfortable, but you get past it.
What do you think he was high-fiving the guy?
I know somebody who did that, by the way.
Okay.
It's weird, you know. It's fun. It was fun, but it was weird because you're with somebody that's with somebody else in the same room, but you're with another person that's turning you on. So it's weird, but I enjoyed it.
It was a tumultuous time.
And did your girl happen to like the other guy better than you?
No, you know what? We really never spoke about it. It was an experience. We all had a good time, and it only happened a few times, not more than 3.
You would think he's in front of a Senate.
Yeah, seriously. This makes me think there's much more than this.
Did the other guy sit in the corner and jerk off while you were fucking the other girl?
Yeah.
Huh?
Is that gay, Ronnie?
That's not what you do.
If a guy watches you bang a chick and he's jerking off, is that gay?
Dude, I don't dig that whole thing. I'm sorry.
You're a private guy?
No. Threesome with 2 girls and a guy is fine.
Right. The more women, the merrier.
Yeah.
John, I don't want to get too much into because I know you don't like talking about your sex life, but I don't think I've even had like a near miss. I don't think I've even ever been in a situation that's close to guys being involved in my sex life.
Neither have I. I mean,
Scott DePace?
I've had no.
I've had no.
No.
Listen, I didn't.
I have.
It wasn't something that I went after.
No, I got it. We know how it happened.
I mean, I
Ronnie,
stuck around and enjoyed it, but
Ronnie, what's your story?
So I think I told this story already. We had 2 girls, and me and this other guy. I hardly knew the guy. He was a friend of one of the girls, and we went out and we got some drinks, and then we wound up in this motel. And we got 2 separate rooms, and we were running back and forth down the hallways, fucking, banging the chick, and then meeting in the hallway and saying, "Hey, it's your turn," and we were never in the same room together.
You see, when Ronnie's telling this story, you're okay with it, but if George talks about meeting up with some random guy in the park, you get all offended.
He's doing girls. I don't know. I'm not offended. That's not the right word.
What's the right word?
Gross. It's like, oh God, I can't. I'm glad for him, happy for him. It's just. I just don't want to hear it. It's the same thing as watching gay porn. I wouldn't want to do that.
I agree with Scott. I'm not going to watch.
He creeped me out this morning with that thing.
Who, George?
Yeah.
What about it did you find creepy?
I'll tell you what I found creepy, because I knew who was behind the curtains, number one. I was standing there, and I knew who was behind there.
But he didn't.
And if they are, some of them are the most disgusting animals, and he's there touching their cocks, and he's shaking hands with them, and he's like hugging them, and I'm saying, dude, why didn't you have a pair of gloves on or
Gary,
something?
describe how he was touching it.
He was massaging them.
He did with Jason Ellis. He first petted it a little bit, but then he grabbed it. He grabbed it and like pulled it, not hard, but he pulled it to sort of see how far it could extend, and then he like put his hand under it a little bit, like you would on a tit. It's funny.
George hasn't forgotten Jason Ellis at all.
No.
That seems. To
I have to make a note. I might have to give Jason Ellis to George for George's birthday.
I don't know if George will make it through.
Wouldn't it be great if we had like a big box? He
pops out.
Jason's naked.
Though, it also seems with George, he hasn't turned anyone down either. I mean, he loved that guy with the huge cock. Who was that guy?
Jonah Falcon.
Falcon, and then maybe he just doesn't care. Maybe he's.
You think he likes cock of all kinds?
Yeah,
he's a very welcoming.
He likes touching them. Man.
He's welcoming, that's for sure. On Wednesday's wrap-up show, we talked about Fred just missing beating Ken Jennings and win Fred's money. I was very impressed by Fred and how he fared today, and it came down to a tiebreaker, but who cares what I think? Fred explained himself, and here's what he said. Let's move over to Ken Jennings for a second, and look, I thought going in that Fred did not have a chance against Ken Jennings and win Fred's money, even though it's Fred's game. Ken Jennings has won Jeopardy God knows how many times. He's brilliant when it comes to that. And it went down to a tiebreaker, and then Ken eventually triumphed. But were you surprised that it even got to that?
I was not. And I think Fred and Ken have similar knowledge bases. And I was sitting in the TV control room when Fred came out, and when it got to the football question, I stood there and I said, if Fred gets the football question, the Super Bowl question right, he wins the game. Because I know Fred, and I knew what he was going to know and not know. And that was one, he can be a tiny weak in the athletic department. And I thought if Fred would have gotten that Super Bowl question, it's true, he would have won the game. He would have had 6 of 7.
Well, Murray, what'd you think?
No, I wasn't surprised. I was kind of hoping Fred would win. But no such luck. It kind of took the air out of the sails when Ken finally won, I felt like it was a lose-lose for Ken because, like the Yankees, he's always expected to win, and then when he wins, it's not really a surprise.
Yeah, the other thing, too, is I also feel that if we did this again tomorrow, it could go Fred's way. I think they were that close.
I agree. Ronnie, were you surprised that Fred almost took down Ken Jennings?
No, not at all. I was waiting for this thing the whole morning, man. I was really excited about it to hear it, I thought Fred was going to win, to be honest with you.
Did you know any of the answers, Ronnie?
Yeah.
You did? To which one? Which one?
He knew Meadowlark Lemon.
$6 million man.
What's your name?
Exactly. I knew that one. I knew about Oscar Goldman.
Tim, did you think Fred was going to beat Ken Jennings at Win Fred's Money today?
That was one of the best showdowns, I thought, and I really thought that you were going to do it. I really did, but it was like, wow.
I didn't think I would, but I made it really close. Yeah, and I'm happy about that.
It was amazing.
Fred, I said a different day we did the same thing. I think you'd win. I mean, I just think it's one of those things that's that close.
But I could have removed all doubt if I'd spoken a little quicker in the first.
I agree.
In the first go round, I could have beat him by a second because we had the same amount of answers.
I agree.
Why wouldn't you be on that show? After that little demonstration, I would. If I was the producer of that show, I would have Fred on.
Yeah, that's.
Would
you ever do it?
They don't go trolling for people.
No,
Fred, you'd have to enter.
Why wouldn't you do it, Fred?
Which you should.
You know what? Because it's just a lot. It's a big waste of time for me, unless it was a really big prize.
It's always a big prize.
Yeah, what do they walk away with?
If you won,
Depends on how many days you're on.
Ken Jennings walked away with quite a bit.
Because there is one question, because I've always had a philosophy about that show. Like, when you watch it, you feel like if you could literally run 2 columns of questions, 2 columns, and then made the right bet at the end, you could just sit there for the rest of the game.
Absolutely.
Or is it not that easy? Because you've done it.
You don't think about it that way. That's not the strategy. You just try to answer
to answer anything you can.
As many questions as you can.
But
I do have to tell you that when I played and I saw that the 2 people I were playing against, I started to find a confidence. Mm-hmm. I ran a category.
Right.
And I started and I saw that Weird Al could not get the clicker going. We talked about the clicker.
Which helps.
And then you get a confidence that just sort of, it's like sports.
Right.
You just start to feel like I can do this.
Right. I'm just wondering if, that's a strategy if other people have done it. Because to be honest with you, I actually went online and ordered the little Jeopardy game that you can play on your iPad. But the thing is, it's not like real Jeopardy. You have multiple choice. But after a while, you begin to think, hey, I could do this fucking game. But, Ken actually laid it out quite well this morning. He says, you know what? The amount of knowledge you have is literally like an inch thick if you're going for depth or something like that. You know a lot about a lot of different shit, but nothing in any deep way.
What did you think of the way Robin was acting during the game and afterwards?
I think she was very excited. I mean, and also I think what was interesting is she's done Jeopardy, and I think she had a hard time on the game because of that very reason, because of the buzzer thing, which that seems to be the big thing that everybody has.
I'd give her the buzzer thing if it wasn't her second time on. She'd already played.
Maybe it's one of these things. It's a mechanical issue. Some people just aren't mechanically inclined.
Were you kicking yourself after the first round? Because, as you said, a little bit quicker, you had him beat.
Quite honestly, I didn't even think I had a chance. And maybe had I thought I had a chance, I might have gone a little quick. But I'm not going to blame myself or say that Ken was any less of a champion. He was a champ, and he won fair and square.
How competitive do you get when Win Fred's Money is coming up?
Well, you always feel like when any contestant comes in, there's like a 51% chance in my mind that I'll win. But that's 51%. I don't necessarily go in with overconfidence. I mean, because on any given day, look, one time I got beat by Cabby in a stupid way. I still kick myself. It's the worst defeat I've ever had in my life. The next time he came on, I wiped him out 7 straight, but it doesn't matter. I lost.
We talked about this morning. First of all, Ken asked me, has Fred ever lost? And I told him the cabbie story.
Yeah.
And then we were talking about it in the TV room, and we said that was literally the Buster Douglas of...
Oh, that's
funny. I was
did
like,
not
what?
see it coming. I thought he was practically retarded, and he knew more than I thought.
The worst defeat of your life, Fred, though? That's a pretty strong statement.
No, the worst defeat of my life.
Wow.
I agree. Fred, they shouldn't even...
I shouldn't have even been playing against him.
He shouldn't
but
have been
I
allowed
did,
to play.
and I lost.
George is here this week. He is our guest announcer.
And it is so good to be back here because I haven't seen your faces in about a half a year now. It's been about 6 months, and it is good to see you all. Benji.
Oh, it's never good to see
Benji. Robin.
George, if the average man on the street was asked, who would you rather? The average gay man on the street was asked, who would
Gay
you,
man.
Yeah, who would you rather have sex with, Shatner or Takei?
And what's the answer?
I'm asking you. What do you think it would be?
What do you think? Well, it's obviously there.
What's the answer?
George Takei.
Oh, okay.
How do you know?
Well, I mean, you're asking me who's more attractive sexually to a gay man.
I would think you would be because you're in shape.
Yes.
Aside from your feet, you're a pretty good-looking guy. and Bill has let himself really go.
I can cover my feet easily. You can't cover Brad's. Right. I mean, you can't cover Bill's face easily.
That's interesting, Brad. You slipped.
Oh, Freudian slip.
I'm glad he's not listening.
Oh, he's listening.
No, he isn't.
Oh, yes, he is.
He told me he isn't.
Oh, don't believe him. Every person in my life says they don't listen, and then they do. Oh, my. No, in my opinion, if I had to, make love to one of the two of you, you're physically fit.
Exactly.
You look young.
I feel young.
You've got your own hair.
Mm-hmm. This is all mine.
Right. And I'm thinking that...
Thinning, but nevertheless.
And even when I look at your musculature, I think that, in his day, Bill was a very good-looking leading man.
He was.
But he's plumped up somewhat.
Somewhat.
Yeah.
Most grandly.
Right. Well, let's find out. Let's go to the street. Our own Benji.
Apparently, we have an answer to this question.
Evidently. Our own Benji went to some place where he found tons of gay people. I don't know where you go for that. Where did you go, Benji?
The Toolbox.
The Toolbox, which is, that place, George? The Toolbox?
No, I don't, but I've heard of it.
Seems to me something called the Toolbox would be a gentleman's heaven if he's gay.
Lots of tools
Get
there.
a tool would be your penis, right? Is that the...
Exactly.
You guys? All right.
They come well equipped.
Let's find out. Shatner or Takei?
Standing here in front of
Toolbox.
And I'm asking, are you a gay man?
Yes.
Who, as a gay man, do you find physically more attractive? George Takei or William Shatner?
Well, honestly, Shatner at his prime is a hot man. He has the smoldering look, and Takei lacks the whole confidence issue. He doesn't have the confidence.
That was a
Shatner.
long time ago. A long time ago. Bill has changed, and so have I.
Well, so far, one vote for Shatner. I'm going to write.
They're going back to the beginning.
Shatner in the past, though.
Well, hey,
that's not today.
We don't sit there and make judgments. It's up to the gay gentleman's call as to who he'd be with.
Oh, so. He's fantasizing
about a young
the
Shatner. Yeah. Yes. Tsunami.
We'll have to see if that holds up.
Let's see if this is a tsunami for you.
Well, so far, no, it isn't. It's receding.
It's just one vote. Just one vote for Shat.
That's right, for the Shat.
For the Shat.
That's the past tense. for what? How would you pronounce the present tense of Shat?
Touche, old friend. Yes. All right, here we go. One vote, Bill.
Bill.
He has the whole hi. I may not be what everybody wants, but I'm hot.
Who would you rather be gay with? William Shatner or George Takei?
William Shatner.
All right, let's listen.
See the way that the drift is going.
Let's just see.
Types.
George Takei.
I don't like.
I heard it, George.
There's a vote for you, George. Okay.
2 to 1.
We're on the board.
2 to 1.
old, like, white guy. I like ethnicity. Yeah, so I would go with
Yellow Fever.
Oh, William Shatner. But I mean, not as if they were the last two men in the world.
Three.
I mean, if we were in outer space on the Enterprise, we found out there was no life on any other planets. Then William Shatner.
George Takei. Yeah.
And why is that?
He's cuter than William Shatner. He's Asian.
2 vote for me.
Your fantasy with George Takei would be to?
He would have to like sit on it. Sit on my dick. Yeah, he would have to sit on my dick. And that's it. He can spin on it too.
Well, there you go. You lost, but it was close. 3-2.
Oh, out of 5.
Out of 5.
Why don't we go for 10 votes?
Because on this show, everything is 5. Everything is best out of 5.
Well,
that's
it was
all right.
a little closer. I didn't think you counted one of George's votes.
Right.
Well, I didn't see those guys that were voting for Bill, and those that voted for Bill probably look like him today. So I wouldn't mind if Bill had
They passed on you.
Yes.
Right, they're probably
I
not
would
even
probably
good
pass
looking.
on them.
That's right. Good for you. I will say this before we start the regularly scheduled show, that George has been walking around our radio station handing out to anyone who could find a big plastic envelope, a clear plastic envelope with 2 comic books in it. And it seems that he is the star of one of the comic books, and he just hands them out and then says, here.
I've got one for you, too.
I got it already.
Oh, you got it, all right.
Yeah, there
I've got one for you, Benji, and one for you, Fred, and one for Robin as well.
And Gary said he'll probably bring it up on the air, so you might as well just get it out of the way.
Right. What is this
No, I
all
thought
about?
I'd be subtle about it. Oh, you're bringing it up.
Yeah.
I had no intention of telling you that on Wednesday night I'm going to be doing a signing at Midtown Comics on 40th Street, right off of 5th Avenue.
Can you believe in this day and age there's still a store that sells comics? I mean, really, it's amazing because, most of these places have gone out of business.
Well, apparently there are many Midtown comic books.
Tell us about this comic book quickly, please.
Well, there was an invitation for me to be the featured guest on, the character Kevin Keller, one of Archie's friends.
I see.
Idolizes me. And so they wanted to build a story around.
This is Archie Comics.
Archie Comics.
And you play George Takei in the
I play
comic?
George Takei.
And you come to what, the high school where the kids are?
Well, actually, there's a sci-fi convention going on, and Kevin Keller, the out gay character.
Archie has a gay friend named
has
Kevin?
a gay friend,
I
yes.
haven't read those in a while.
It's been some time.
He's a gay Iraqi veteran. I was handed a note.
That's right.
All right.
When I used to read the comic books, Archie comic books, as well as Superman and Batman.
So do you get it on with this gay fellow in the comic? Is it X-rated?
We get it on in a very altruistic. I mean, he idolizes George Takei.
Right.
And he comes
what
to
happens when the storyline? He meets you, and then what happens? His world changes?
No. At first he's disappointed because I had come and gone, and he arrives a little late. But it turns out I've read an essay that he's written in school, and
On being gay,
and being a George Takei fan, and so I decided to visit their school, Riverdale High. And
how is the kid an Iraqi war veteran?
Yeah, if he's still in high
He's
school.
still in high school.
Well, he's to be an Iraqi war veteran.
What?
What, in the future?
He hasn't gone yet.
So how do they know he's an Iraqi war veteran if he hasn't gone yet?
Well, actually, they had one where they depict Kevin Keller in the future.
Oh, I
he
see.
Actually
can you do that?
Becomes a young journalist, and
They have time travel in the Archie comics?
They do indeed.
Wow.
They depict the future.
So you go to Riverdale High and you meet Archie. Do you meet who is the Moose? Remember Moose?
Jughead, you mean?
Well, there's Jughead and Moose. I remember Moose.
I don't remember.
He was a big
Moose.
blonde fella who I believe was secretly gay.
Oh, well, was he good looking?
He was muscular. Yeah.
He's probably Kevin Keller.
No, that's Moose. Moose was into women.
Oh, he was.
There was no Kevin Keller.
I don't remember that character, but Kevin Keller is
And do you meet
definitely
Jughead?
proudly out gay, yes.
Right.
Jughead is also a sci-fi fan. But what this depicts...
Do you end up in a sauna with Kevin Keller?
No, we don't.
Do you end up going to the toolbox?
It's a family comic book.
I heard in this episode you sleep with Archie and get arrested for seducing a high school boy.
I don't know who you're listening to, but I'd love to listen in on that.
Who are you more attracted to, Jughead, Archie, or Kevin Keller?
Most definitely Kevin Keller. He's a very handsome young man.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
Blonde.
He looks a little like Brad when he was younger.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
In fact, Brad is depicted there also.
And you look about
Brad made it.
Brad is in there?
Yeah, I have more hair in this than I do in reality, but Brad in the comic book has less waistline than he has now.
So your husband Brad is in there as well.
He's in there as well.
And you, if I may say, they were very complimentary to you. You look like a 16-year-old girl on the cover.
Well, rather good-looking young man.
Yeah, I would say so.
And a lot more hair than what I have now.
Yeah.
And jet black to boot.
Well, there it is. Archie's pal, Kevin Keller, and his arm is around George, and George goes to the high school and meets this young man.
And you know
obviously,
what
there's an attraction between the two of them, even though he is a high school boy.
You know what the remarkable thing about this comic book is, though? I mean, it could not have existed when I was a young man.
That's true.
It reflects the diversity of American society.
Well, leave it to George to see the good in comic books.
Absolutely.
Right.
It reflects, out gay young people, idolizing an older, gay, Asian actor. I mean, it's a commentary on how far we've come.
All right. Well, there you go. Robin, let's have some fun now. If you remember, I think you would remember this, a couple of maybe months ago, we asked you to write down some things on a piece of paper for a handwriting analysis.
Yes.
And a bunch of us did it here at the show. On our phone right now is a man named Bart Baggett. He is considered the leading handwriting authority in the world. One of them.
He analyzes handwriting?
He analyzes handwriting. You've seen him on a million different television shows. He was on our show. I don't remember him, but he's been on our show.
I know we've had our handwriting analyzed once. Was he the same guy?
Perhaps. Hey Bart, my memory is spotty. I've had you on the show before, right?
Yeah, almost 10 years ago.
And at that time, did you analyze all of our handwriting?
Just 5 of you, and I think I got the thumbs up because you said you were going to mock me, but decided that actually I knew what I was doing, and I was gracious and appreciative of that.
Bart Baggett, you say Baggett, right?
Yes, Baggett.
Bart Baggett's website is handwritinguniversity.com. And how do you say it, almond or almond? Anyway. What he has done is there's a bunch of us at the show. I'll tell you exactly who's participating. Fred, Gary, Scott the engineer, Ronnie, Robin, of course, Richard Christie, Howard, J.D., Benji, and Sal.
That's quite a list.
Each staffer was asked to write the same paragraph, the same exact one. And by this, Bart, you can tell a person's basic makeup, right?
Yeah, personality traits. So just like psychology, self-image, emotional outlay, sex drives, intelligence. There's about a list of 90 traits, and we just had a big sentence so that I could pull, 5 or 6 key traits from everybody to find some distinctions.
Bart is such an expert.
Who uses you? Who uses you?
Well, I was about to say, Bart is such an expert that he once testified in court in a case about a husband forging his wife's signature on a prenup. And what did you find in that case, Bart?
Well, I go to case all the time here in Los Angeles, but basically if someone forges their name, I can identify a forger or not. This is different. We're doing personality here, which is...
No, I'm just saying it's amazing that you are actually called in on court cases. That's how much of an expert you are, lest anyone think you're not.
But forging is different than reading someone's personality.
Yes, but I'm trying to point out the guy's an expert, for fucking Christ's sake. Let's move on.
It's a different kind of expertise.
Yes, okay, we know that.
Jeez.
Oh.
When does he use this to analyze personality? And why?
Well, I think people would choose to do this to improve their relationships, and I travel around the world. We have 1,000 certified graduates in India and Taiwan and America. So some people use this to get some personal insight and to improve their relationships. That's what I used it for.
In fact, Bart is recommended by the mayor of Los Angeles. Is that correct?
It is.
Yeah, and it makes quite a good living doing this. It says here that you charge $995 just to start a case. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Right.
That's correct.
All right. So let's let's get on with it. This is a handwriting analysis, Robin, that is very expensive and very, very, very intricate and also very scientific.
Okay, so what will he do? Will he read the traits and then we'll try to guess who it is?
Yes, we'll make some fun with it. Would you like me to start with sample 6, Bart?
Yeah, look, as I recall the last show, we had some confusion because there's so many moving parts. So let me start with 5 people, and you guys can guess. So Robin and Howard, you're out of this group. This is not you.
All right.
So we've got 5 samples, and I'm going to start with one of them, and it would be one of the following 5 men, okay? You want to take notes? So Scott, Gary, Sal, Richard, or J.D. That's the first group.
Scott, Gary, Sal, Richard, or J.D.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, let's start with the first one. And Howard, this is number 6 if you're looking with your notes.
I am.
Okay, here's a guy at an early age decided to trust no one, not be vulnerable, depend on himself. He's got a cool and calm persona, but a troubled childhood. He was so traumatized at an early age that he has unresolved resentment from childhood, which colors his judgment, and he makes him angry for no reason, simmering inside.
J.D.
I want to say J.D., yeah.
What do you say, Fred?
I'd go along with that.
George, you have no idea, right?
I have no idea.
Right.
Okay, let me go on a couple more.
Well,
I would
you don't want to you're not going to tell us?
Well, yeah, I want to give you a couple more pieces because if you're right, I'll tell you. But this is not J.D.
Oh, it's
okay,
not.
we're wrong.
Yeah,
is this Scott?
I would call him a pissed-off tough guy. He has massive confidence. He would be a great NASCAR driver, fiercely independent, ambitious.
This is the same guy.
Same guy?
This is all number 6.
Well, that would be Ronnie, but he's not in this group.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's not, Ronnie's not in the group.
That's why I didn't guess him.
So it's
all right, who is
Gary,
it?
Sal,
Just tell me who it is.
Scott.
Who is it?
This would be Scott.
Oh,
I got him.
You know what? Fuck the game. Just tell me about these guys. The game is just ridiculous. All right. Tell me about sample 7. Tell me who it is. Tell me who it is, and then I want to listen to it.
All right. This would be Gary. This would be Baba Booey.
Go ahead.
Smarter than he gets credit for. He has a problem following directions.
That's true.
Because he doesn't listen worth a damn.
He doesn't listen at all. In fact,
I have always said that about Gary. Gary's a terrible listener.
Gary accuses me of that, and I'll cop to it, but I'll tell him to do something, and he's like, he goes, I could just tell he's zoning out or not listening.
He's busy listening to himself.
Yeah, and he doesn't get it right.
Well, I have a theory. He doesn't hear you in the first place, and then if he does hear you, he does the opposite because he's defiant and rebellious.
Wow.
Oh, really?
All right, go to sample number 8. Who is it?
Oh, my God. This guy is an emotional roller coaster. This would be Sal.
Go ahead. Tell me about what you found in his handwriting.
Well, his handwriting looks like an epileptic chicken.
Which means what?
Which means he's an emotional roller coaster. He's impulsive. He feels guilty the next day. He's bossy, a little self-destructive. He has a massive need for public approval, and he has above-average sex drive.
Oh, that sounds like Sal.
Now, when you do these, do you know who you're looking at, or you do them cold? Do you do them blind?
Well, I actually don't know the guys we're talking about now because I met you guys 10 years ago.
Right.
So I do them blind, and I do my best just to stick with what's in the handwriting. Every time I've tried to guess or mind read, I'm off. So if the T-bar is high or the Y is big, it means big sex drive. If the D is
Gary, he got you right. You do not listen.
Well, so I got a question. So what is it that you saw in my handwriting that tells you that?
There is a E, like in your last name. Mm. It is narrow and skinny, which has no space in it, like your ears are closed.
Mm. Yeah, that means you don't listen.
Narrow E, closed.
And you're defiant, and you are defiant, and he's right about you.
But no, that's an easy trait, Howard. If he ever had to rewrite the word monkey, half of your staff has got a big capital go to hell K. And that means defiant. I would say half your people are defiant and resentful and angry.
Well, that's the truth.
Defiant, resentful, and angry?
And as a boss, I don't stomp on their heads enough to keep that under control. Go ahead. Give me sample number 9.
All right. Now, this was confusing me because number 9 writes like a high school girl. Big, round, fluffy, bubbly handwriting.
Must be J.D. or Richard. It's Richard. It's Richard.
I would say Richard, like a girl, because Richard is. I definitely think he's got some gay tendencies.
Do you think, George? Do you think Richard's gay?
Well, I think he's probably got the possibility of being bi.
Right.
He could go either way.
I agree. What did you find about Richard?
Well, it's funny you say that. He is the most sexually promiscuous. He can get talked into something really sinking kinky, then lie about it and swear it never happened.
Right. I believe that.
Tell me about JD. What'd you find with him?
You know, he's an odd bird. He writes like a mad scientist.
Right.
He's aggressive. He's got great eye for detail. He has what I call an L. Ron Hubbard D, which means that he will be a great writer. He's probably a very intelligent guy, but socially awkward. And it's odd because I think he's actually quite aggressive. I'm not saying he's tough, but he would simmer and then get really pissed off and be aggressive.
Well, you know, he happens to be a good writer. You're right. I happen to know that about him.
Is that right?
In fact, he communicates very well when he writes. It's just when he talks, he's a fucking mess. You're absolutely right about him.
And he's always angry at somebody. Remember, he's the one that fights with, always has a fight going with somebody on the staff.
Yeah, that's true.
Of all the people, he would make the best terrorist.
Oh, wow.
But he's like the Unabomber, but I don't think he's quite as mad and angry as the Unabomber. He's just intense.
Tell me what you found with me. I don't care about these other people.
You finally want to get to you.
Yeah, I can't wait anymore. I'm so sick of hearing about them. Tell me what sample was I? What number?
You're number 2.
Number 2. Let me see.
And actually, you've changed a little bit in the last 10 years, and I think
you went back and looked.
Well, I went back and listened to the tape, the audio from 10 years ago.
Right.
And he was a little more sensitive to what people thought, and now I don't think he gives a damn.
Ooh,
I don't.
Interesting.
I don't care what you think.
No, he doesn't. I think your downfalls are stubbornness and vanity.
Yeah, imagine me being vain. All right, so tell me about me. It says here I'm too honest and blunt. All right. Can be dominant and pushy. Of course. Yep. Borderline brilliant. That's absolutely correct. And things faster than I'm a borderline brilliant.
That means you're brilliant, just on the border.
Yeah,
of
I'm
it.
on the border of being brilliant. I told you, Robin. If I was brilliant, I'd be in a different career. Let's see. Thinks faster than others, but his downfall is he believes he's smarter than everybody.
Well, if you're arrogant and you're stubborn and you're bright, then you just argue yourself into thinking you're always correct. Which, if you're really bright, you probably are correct most of the time.
I can't argue with any of this. Handwriting similar to Hitler and Einstein.
Yours?
Yeah.
Hitler?
That's right, Robin.
You've always wanted to don that mustache.
Yes. Do you know I was going to get the Hitler mustache, Bart? I would be a great dictator.
Howard, your ego's not as big as it was 10 years ago. I think you've been not humbled, but maybe more mature. Is that fair to say?
That's absolutely right. Lots of
Do you
therapy.
think that could be psychoanalysis? Yeah.
Yes, of course.
He doesn't have the need to prove himself or the bravado and arrogance that I think probably helped you get there, by the way. It's not a bad thing. You took a lot of arrows in your back.
Well, I'm an elder statesman now. I've done it all. That's right.
Yeah, I think he's mastered all of his opponents.
Tell me, which sample is Robin? I'm going to read hers.
Robin's number 3.
Let me see. Needs more affection than currently getting. Well, don't we know that? She'd admit that.
She obviously writes more feminine, but yeah, she's affectionate. She's desire for attention. I think you need to throw her some more love, Howard. She's not getting the spotlight as much as she wants.
That's true. Takes criticism very personally. That's true.
That's true.
She really does get hurt. Doesn't believe people can handle the truth, so tells strangers a lot of white lies. It's true. She does lie.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, you told me yesterday on the phone that you lied.
I try to soften everything.
Well, it's interesting. There's one letter. It's the letter O, and she has little double loops in the O. And so the rest of her hearing is not bad. I don't think she's devious, but normally that just means they have white lies. So if someone says, do I look fat in this dress? No, honey, you don't look fat.
And look at that.
She just figures people don't deserve the truth because they can't handle it.
But look at that pretentious signature of hers. I mean, look at it.
You've always said my signature is pretentious.
I know. I never liked it. She doesn't even. She puts a big O and then a big Q and it looks like an O and it doesn't even just scribbles a line.
A way, that's the easiest to forge, Robin. So you might want to change that.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, yeah. You're probably right.
Who else you got here? Tell me about Ronnie the limo driver. What number was he?
I found him one of the most interesting guys here. I really did, because he is full of emotional torment.
What number is he?
He's number 1.
Oh, look. Tries to please everybody. Full of spite, anger, and revenge. Worst enemy you can make. Paranoid and hostile.
That's true.
I mean...
Really, and I'll tell you, I don't know him, but I would be very mindful of getting into a business relationship with him, because it's never his fault, and because he has been betrayed so much by his friends in the past, he just thinks people are going to betray him, and then he's going to be revengeful, and I think that eventually I'd land on his bad side, and he'd be a real jerk to me.
Yeah, I mean, we've had people say that Ronnie is a borderline maniac. I mean, like almost insane.
Yep, I agree.
Wow.
But he's got a good self-image, so when he decides to take revenge, he's going to do a great job at it.
There you go, Robin.
What does that mean?
We learned nothing. It proves that you've identified everyone properly, because we learned nothing new. We knew this all about people anyway.
Well, you guys are good friends. We miss Fred and Benji.
Fred.
Benji confused me.
Benji does confuse everyone.
No, Fred confuses me.
Well, Fred writes normal. At least you can read it. But if I just had Benji's handwriting, I would swear he's mildly retarded.
Benji, did you stick it up for the test, or was this your real handwriting?
No, I have poor handwriting, but I was also really tired the day I did it.
Tell me about Benji in a nutshell. What'd you learn from him?
He's got a little arrogance. He has a false bravado that kind of masks his low self-esteem. I think it's a spurt of achievement. He hates religion. There's a lot of people on your show that have a anger at God or religion.
See, I love being Jewish, though.
You might love being Jewish and still hate God.
I'm okay look at his handwriting. You do look borderline retarded.
Maybe I am.
Yeah. Good Lord.
He's got a big heart. He works hard to prove himself. He's possible temper, pushiness, and lateness.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Oh, my goodness, that is true.
Yeah.
He's not a bad guy. He's just not the, sharp.
And what about Fred? What did you learn about him?
He's fast-thinking, witty, honest, good self-esteem. Those are the positive traits. The negatives, he can be petty, jealous, anger at God, temper, sensitive, and he wants to be a perfectionist, but I'm not sure he gets it right every time.
I don't know what to say. I mean, you've confused me even more about Fred. I've learned nothing.
It's interesting.
Well, Bart, thank you. You can check out handwriting expert Bart Baggett's website at handwritinguniversity.com. Thank you very much.
Yeah, my basic course is free for your listeners today, so check it out and analyze your own handwriting today. It's absolutely free.
Yes, I would like to be a handwriting expert.
handwritinguniversity.com. Thanks, Howard.
Imagine when I go on these talk shows, they say Howard Stern, radio personality and handwriting expert. I think I might take that course. Thank you.
There you go.
All right, thank you. All right, that's Bart Baggett, everybody, who knows something about our staff and their handwriting. And as you can see...
Why are you... I don't think you're borderline brilliant.
I do.
I think you're brilliant.
You know what? I do, too, but it'd be awfully pretentious to say that. If I say it, it's not right.
And you're not
That's why I said it for you.
Maybe the Kennedy Center honors will honor me.
I got to think about this thing about little white lies. Do I tell little white lies all the time?
You do.
No.
You tell me I'm handsome.
Oh, stop it.
She's pretty honest with most of us.
Yeah.
Not really.
I mean, when she has something she wants to say, she doesn't hold back.
She's a diplomat. I can't believe we just booked a handwriting analyst. I mean, who didn't know Ronnie was a fucking nut job? I mean, he once wrote me in crayon and willingly refers to himself as Ricky Man. So you tell me. I needed a handwriting guy to tell me that?
And we didn't know he was angry and belligerent?
Oh, no. We couldn't figure that out. Who knew?
Mr. Del Bate. Are you a poor listener? Was this analyst correct with his analysis?
I don't know. I mean, I think I've been doing the show for a long time, and it's gone well. Robin says she doesn't think I listen to her. I do. There's a lot of stuff that goes on. I mean, there's always a lot of back and forth, and sometimes there's confusion, over a period of, years. So I don't think I'm a poor listener.
Sal.
Yes.
Sal, do you agree with the handwriting analysis?
Well, what are you saying? Oh, this is about Sal or my Gary right now.
Mr. Dilbert, you're not listening.
Who are you? What do you want? Can I tell you a long, boring story first, and then forget about what you asked me, and then get back to it by not knowing what you said?
What about the insight he gained from your chicken scratch? What do you agree with that? Were there?
Well, he
was there
said I was
truth?
a little sexed up. I mean, what married man isn't? You know,
Right.
I think we're all men. We're all kind of sexed up, sexually charged. What else did he say?
I have a boner right now.
Exactly, and it looks fantastic.
Thank you.
I don't really know what else he said.
He kind of glossed over yours a little bit, but
Yeah. An emotional roller coaster. Yeah, I could see that for sure.
Where are you now on this roller coaster?
I'm sitting down, talking to you.
Okay.
And I don't like roller coasters. I've always hated roller coasters. Roller coasters make me shit my pants. I won't go near a roller coaster. Merry-go-round, that's nice. That's a little different. Nice little horse. You sit on top. You take your time. You get to wave to people. People think you're a little wacky. It's fun. No roller coasters for me. But emotionally, I think I'm okay. I think I am. Probably not.
Thanks.
And that's that.
Wolf. Did you have a traumatic childhood?
Not that I know of. No, I don't believe, unless it's hidden deep inside the vault in there.
There's a vault in there?
There's a vault, yeah. And once I open it, it'll probably be nothing in there. It's like opening those boxes where you open the box, and then there's another box, and then there's another box, and then you get to the last box, it's empty.
So just a big build-up for nothing.
Yeah.
Today's handwriting analysis
Yes.
painted you as
Yes.
witty and quick
Yes.
and
Yes.
intelligent.
Yes.
Oh, very honest.
Yes.
But also,
Yes.
conversely,
Yes.
as jealous.
Yes.
And God-hating.
Yes. God-hating. I don't
Was
know.
it correct?
I don't think he said God-hating. For me personally, however,
maybe God-resenting.
Nah. I mean, look, number one, in order for me to hate God, there would have to be a God.
That's right.
And so take that off the table. You know what?
So you'd say you're about 99% an atheist.
Here's the deal. I looked at that list, and it was like Will sent a list of all 9, and you guys should show the whole list on Howard TV or whatever. On any given day, I could have been any of the 9. So, this is no offense to Mr. Baggett. I think he has an inexact science going on there. To me, it's a fun party game. I think that handwriting analysis is a very legitimate thing. You can tell somebody's forged a document or something like that. Other than that, I mean, to tell your personality from
a paragraph.
Right. I mean, that's almost the equivalent of like when Jackie Stallone could read a Xerox of your ass and tell you who you are as a person or whatever. I forget what the bit was. I remember I broke the Xerox machine with my ass. So I guess the only thing that Jackie could tell from my Xerox of my ass was I'm destructive.
Mr. Bronk?
Hey, man.
Can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Bronk. Mr. Bronk? Do you agree with not only the process of the handwriting analysis, but also the results? What's your feeling on that?
It was good. It was good.
Mr. Harmeyer?
Yes.
Do you agree with that terrorist label you've been given?
I don't know if I'm a terrorist, but
maybe with that beard.
All right.
All right.
Anything else with
No,
it?
does-
Bet
does-
your little jokes. Save your jokes for Mildred.
Do you think you would make a good terrorist?
Fuck off.
Ronnie.
He's a bus driver.
Ronnie, why don't you like me? You're as hostile as your handwriting tendencies right now.
What about
The best of
What-
2012 is the
Was this guy accurate?
past year. I can
Watch
smell it
out,
coming.
that's all I can tell you.
Are you paranoid and
not.
hostile? And
Yeah.
do you feel betrayed?
Smell it coming.
Maybe.
The best of
I feel betrayed right now with that camera in my face. By you.
That would be more annoyed than betrayed, I would say. But I mean, I guess we're just mincing words at this
I don't
point.
care. Betrayed. I don't give a shit.
No, really, you're always skeptical of people like this. Like they have an outside agenda. They're not objective.
They're fans of the show. They listen. They know what's going on.
So they're just attaching traits that we've already known.
Right.
So you admit you're paranoid.
I said I'm fucking crazy, okay? What else do you want to know?
So if you catch a moment.
So don't get on my bad side, because revenge. Remember what he said about revenge?
If you catch a moment.
Like I said,
really deliver because
there are people in my life right now that are going to feel the effects of my fucking revenge real soon.
2012 is just.
Do they hold cameras or? Are they...
No.
All right. I'm just gonna step out while I'm ahead of the game.
Hey now, to you too. Hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now. Let me hear one to say.
Okay, listen now. This is an election year, and we need to talk. We need to make sure Obama gets back in office so black folks can still stay in line.
And that's why I'm here today, Howard. And it is an honor to be not only in front of the king of all media, but the king of all judges. You're doing a great job on America's Got Talent.
Mr. President,
Yes.
I'll tell you why I really have enjoyed you as president for the last 4 years or whatever it's been. I have to say, when you led the military to go get Osama bin Laden, I love that. That was a very bold move. You could have avoided that.
It was a bold move, but we had to get him.
You had
to. I think, I know, Howard, on a serious note, that Americans are in trouble.
Right.
But if I am lucky enough to be reelected, I want to build a bridge to the future.
Right.
A bridge that all Americans can jump off or sleep under.
Right.
Absolutely.
It'll be a multi-purpose bridge, Mr. President.
Walk it, sleep under it, or jump off.
Absolutely. And I know unemployment is hovering somewhere around 9 or 10%.
That's correct.
But this is a number that we can get way down.
Right.
If Americans would just stop looking for work.
Right.
Right. Thank you. Thank you.
These are great policies.
Mr. President, I've never advised the president. I never thought I'd be in a room with the president, but I'm honored to have you here today. It's a special occasion. If I said to you, in order to win the election, I think you should kill Osama bin Laden again, do you think that would
Bring him back
and kill him? I mean,
I would chop his nuts off.
Right.
Absolutely.
So you got a game plan. You're going up against Mitt Romney.
Right.
And you know what you're going to say when you get in the debates with him, right?
It's going to be a fierce debate.
It's going to be tough.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But, it's all about America.
Right.
And the American worker is the most productive worker in the world.
That's right.
Those little signs that say "Made in China"?
Yeah.
We make those.
We make those?
Right.
Is that true?
That is the truth.
Mr. President.
Absolutely.
We make the signs. We don't make the thing they stand on.
The Republicans don't want people to know that.
That's a fact.
That's right.
That is a fact. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And what about and all these people say you weren't born in this country?
That's a bunch of bullshit.
I mean, come
absolutely.
on.
The president just said bullshit.
I mean, I can't believe it.
I just did. What?
We saw you kissing your wife on TV.
That's right.
The other day.
That's
Kiss
right.
cam.
Robin, that's that. And the first time I didn't do it. And the second time I did it. That's child's play. We need a third base cam.
You want to finger your wife on TV?
I mean, let's just cut to the chase.
She's so good looking. Who could blame her?
Wanda, you're attracted to Mrs.
Oh
Obama?
my God, Michelle, but she need to give me some fitness tips.
Wanda, that's the first lady.
I know that's the first. I want her to be my second lady. What you talking about?
How dare you?
She's a beautiful woman.
I knew this was a terrible idea to come on here.
I was celebrating in the streets. Now, you got to keep the black people in line, and that's what he's doing. All the white people are fucking up now.
Right. Do you consider Obama black, or is he not black enough for you?
No, he a black man. He's darker than me, I think.
Are you, Mr. President, are you darker than...
I'm half and half.
You're half, right.
My father was born in Kenya, and my mother, where was she born? I don't even remember.
I don't even know.
We never talk about her.
I don't know.
In the Middle East, right?
I got a Wikipedia that shit. I don't know. I have no idea.
You have no idea.
I was tripping. I don't know what's going on here.
Well,
Where the
Mr.
fuck
President, it is an honor to have you with us.
Howard, it is an honor to be here today.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for entertaining us. We're going to be back right after these words with the news from Robin. So funny. There's a guy on the phone now 3 days straight. He's on the phone at 6 in the morning. He stays on till 10 o'clock, every 10 or 11 o'clock, however late we go. Mm-hmm. He has the same question every day, and I never get to him. Maybe today I'll get to it.
Same question.
Yeah.
How long has this been going on?
Vince, how many days in a row have you been calling in?
For this question, I'd say about since last week.
Yeah, I see you on the phone at 6 a.m. first thing, and
he stays on throughout the show.
He stays on throughout the show.
Yeah.
So this must be a very important question, whatever it is.
Because I happen to love listening to the show. That's why. I do want to ask a question, and then I was just wondering if you can keep me on hold so I can listen to...
Vince, do you have a job? I'm curious.
I'm looking for one right now.
Right, okay. How long you been out of work?
On and off the last 5 years.
All right. Go ahead, Vince.
What do you do? What do you do? Maybe we can help.
Well, I've always been in production and manufacturing, so I'm looking for work in that area right now, but there's just nothing out there right now.
Yeah.
All right.
You picked the wrong country to be in manufacturing.
Yeah, I know. But
would you suggest moving to China?
Yeah. Hey, by the way, Vince's parents are always like, we have the brightest, most talented kid.
He's at the 10th percentile.
Vince, go ahead with your question.
Well, my question is actually for your dad. I just wanted to find out if you know that your dad's ever been propositioned by another woman throughout the time he's been married.
That's the question you've been on hold for a week?
Yeah, but see, no one's ever asked that. And
But Vince, how would I know that? Would you think my father would sit me down and go, listen, son, what do you...
See that woman over there?
Yeah.
Sometimes, sons and fathers sit down like after when the sons are older. And
my father has never sat down with me on any occasion to tell me anything, to ask me anything. I don't think my father's ever even asked me how I feel or how
you
I
haven't
am.
reached an age yet where your father wants to talk.
I'm still waiting for that discussion. Like I saw my father yesterday briefly, and he just walked up and he goes, "Did you see Letterman was given that award?" And he looks at my mother. She doesn't know. What are you talking about? Yeah, it was given. He's talking about the Kennedy Center honors.
Yes,
And I just sit there and let him work it out. I don't even interrupt because he doesn't hear me anyway. He goes, "Did you see that?" He walks right up to me. Do you see?
Not hello.
Nothing.
How's my son?
Did you
Hug
see?
me?
Do you see that Letterman was? He was given the. What? The award, and he gets more and more angry, and then finally, I just can't take it anymore. I go, "You mean the Kennedy Center honor? Kennedy Center honors?" and like he doesn't even acknowledge that I've told him the answer. It's just angry and bitter, and this has been going on. This has been the entire. My dad reads the newspaper and loves to quote what he read. But we've never actually sat... My father never sat me down. Like, even when I was going through my divorce, which was one of the lowest points in my life, I went over to talk to my parents. And, maybe this is some insight. Because my dad said not to get divorced, that to just basically maybe go out and, his advice was, why don't you just go to, have an affair? Not an affair, but he didn't even say an affair, like maybe fuck a hooker or something.
A hooker?
Something like that.
A hooker?
Well, not a
Is
hooker,
that what he
but
said?
he says, why don't you just have a... He assumed that I was wanting to leave because I wanted to go fuck. So my mother goes, Ben, what are you talking about?
She called him on it.
Yeah, like she was like, she finally listened to him and woke up. That was his big advice to me. Like, maybe you should you go to have a... And I was like, no, I'm not looking to do that. I'm not looking to cheat on my wife. But my dad, but that was the only insight I had to my dad maybe having some sort of sexual desire outside of my mother. Although my dad has a wandering eye. He definitely checks out chicks when they walk in a room. I always get uncomfortable with that.
He definitely is a flirt.
Yeah, he definitely he looks. Flirting would be less pervy. But,
well, Howard, your father used to drop $1 bill on the floor in front of me.
He did?
And say, Robin, I dropped $1.
Really?
That's a man, baby.
My dad did that?
Yes, he did.
Hold it a second. I'm gonna go puke. But my dad definitely is a man. He definitely likes looking at women, and hey, I respect that. But my dad's never sat me down and had any kind of any real conversation with me. I can only recall, like when I was young, I'd walk in the room and TV would be on, and the most sort of heartwarming discussion we'd have, he'd go, "Sit down and watch Tarzan." And I'd go, "Okay." He goes, "Tarzan is a wonderful movie." He loves Tarzan.
He does. I didn't know that.
Oh, anything Tarzan. And then afterwards, my dad would run through the house yelling Ungawa, because that's what Tarzan.
Oh, my God.
He would just be like, Ungawa! And then I'd be like happy because my dad wasn't yelling at me. At least he was happy from Ungawa. And by the way, it's Ungawa. Because he'd go, it's amazing. The Tarzan, no matter what's going on, if he says Ungawa, the animals will do whatever he says. Umgawa means 50 different things. And then sometimes we'd watch the Three Stooges together because he liked that too.
Right.
And anything Frankenstein and Dracula too. So it made me happy because my dad was in a good mood when he watched these things. But we didn't really talk during it. If you talked during it, you were an asshole. And but as far as any sort of real conversation, like,
no life lessons.
Like my dad, like all the years I was on the road and radio, I'd come home from time to time to see my parents, and my dad would ever sit me down and go, "Is it a tough life, son? Is it hard?
How's it going out there on the road?"
Yeah, nothing. Never ever once was interested in me.
Well, who told you about the birds and the bees?
No one. My mother at one point, and I'd already gotten laid. I was like 17, a little late for the fucking party. But I'd already fucked women and stuff. And one day my mother goes, your father wants to talk to you. My father doesn't want... When does my father want to talk to me? Unless I fuck up, you know?
This was not his idea.
The only time my father would talk to me, too, and then I'd have a shitty report card. I remember once I got a D in penmanship.
Uh-huh.
In penmanship, when you're in grammar school. And my mother goes, your father wants to talk to you. I'm like, well, that's weird. So I go in and he goes, what is this? Your mother showed me your report card. I said, yeah. He goes, even a moron can get a D, an A in penmanship. All you got to do is write neatly. And he didn't even say to me, maybe there's a problem or nothing.
How did this happen?
No, he just fucking yelled at me and said, you're an idiot. How do you get a D in penmanship? He goes, that's like getting a D in lunch. All you gotta do is sit there and eat. It was so unpleasant in my house, very unpleasant. And so if my father wanted to speak to me, it meant my mother put him up to it. And clearly this is what happened. I guess someone got a hold of my mother and said Ben should give his son a lecture.
You don't even think it was your mother's thought. You think somebody gave it to her.
Oh, yeah, my mother didn't have those thoughts. No one thought of me. My mother thought about how I could be of service to her.
Oh,
and how I could read her thoughts and read her moods. And my dad had nothing to do with me. So I walk in, so my mother goes, your father wants to speak to you. And I was like, okay. So I go in the room, and my dad's laying in bed, reading the New York Times on a Sunday. I remember it. And he doesn't even put the paper down. My mother goes in the bathroom, in their bedroom. They have a little bathroom in their bedroom. And shuts the door so a crack is open so she can listen. So my father goes, while the paper's here, he goes, do you have any questions about the girls? And my father has this weird, I don't want to say he has an accent, but it's like, his parents were Eastern European and, they're immigrants. And so I guess growing up on the Lower East Side, he tries to correct his accent by over enunciating. Yeah. Do you have any questions about girls? So, like halfway even through the question, I knew what was going on, and my mom's sticking her head through the door. And I go, you know what, man? No. I got angry. I went, no. And I go, you know what? I know more than you. And I left the room. I stormed out of the room. And that was it. That was our sex talk.
Well, how awkward were you the first time you had sex?
It was awful because there was no porn to watch. I had only seen one porn where we had stag films back in my day. We had stag films. What you had to do to watch a stag film was get your dad's Super 8 projector, 8mm projector, loop the thing up, wait for them to leave the house, go down, set up the whole projector, and watch these films. So a friend of mine found one, actually found them in the street.
And did they actually show sex, those films?
Oh, it was hardcore. It was like this.
Really?
Yeah, it was like you know how Marilyn Monroe was sort of chubby? And now you look at her pictures and you go, man, she had a gunt. There's a broad in the film. She's wearing a fur coat. She calls over. I told you this. She calls over a TV repairman, and she's in a fur coat. And she's been playing with her vagina before she calls him. She gets this idea. I'm playing with my vagina. I'm all by myself. I'll call the TV repairman. He comes in, and she's sitting on the couch, like spreading her legs and stuff. So while he's fixing the TV, and it's all silent. There's no audio.
Right, that's what I thought. These are silent films.
It's like that film where they shoot the moon with a rocket in his eye. It's like one of those fucking things. That shitty movie that everyone carries on about if you're a film major. Andalusian Dog. Whatever that is. What is that film?
I forget.
Yeah, they'd shoot a rocket into the moon. His eyes all fucked up. And everyone's carrying on like that's some good cinema. So, or that train, the great train robbery.
Right.
You want to hang yourself when you're a film major. So anyway, so I would be down in the basement, and my friend found this fucking 8mm thing. He was afraid his parents would find it. So I watched it. I remember jerking off in my basement with this 8mm film going, oh my God, if my parents come home, and, things like... It's crazy. I remember jerking off, taking the film out of my drawer and looking at the individual frames. I mean, it was crazy. And this film, so the guy gets physical with the woman. I know what she does. She steals his wallet, the TV repairman's wallet, and takes his money out of there. And then he asks for payment. She gives him his own money back.
Oh, dear.
He opens up his wallet to put the money away. Good. He sees his money's missing. He starts to smack this broad around and smack her ass. And she goes, please, like she mouthed, like they literally had subtitles, like little cards. And she goes, no. And then he takes her, he smacks her around. And then I guess to pay her, to pay him, she fucks him.
Right.
And this guy fucks the crap out of her. And she's in the fur coat with the heels, and he's like got a one of those tank tops on. He's disgusting. She's disgusting. It's just disgusting, but I was so into it. That's the only porn I had was that in a nudie magazine I found in a street corner in Roosevelt.
Right.
That already looked like some guy come all over it. I found it on the road, and I was not giving that up. And
pages are stuck together.
Each woman was uglier than the next, and it's from a nudist colony where women are playing volleyball with full bush.
Right.
And I'm jerking off to that. It's like, Jesus Christ. And they had such a bush, you'd think they were wearing a coat. Like, it didn't even look like they were naked. And big sloppy titties. I mean, it's not like Playboy. It was just a mess. Like, who wants to see a woman with a big bush and big sloppy titties? It's like watching my mom play volleyball. But, big saggy ass. And it was like, oh, my God. But anyway, that was my jerk-off material.
I think the funniest is the real old porn where they have like old music to it, kind of like watching a silent film.
Yeah, well, porn was really bad. I only wish that I had, before I had sex, had real porn like kids do today on the internet, because I could have been a bit of a stud, because it really does teach you how to fuck. It's a great instructional film, and Lord knows I needed instructions in life. I still do.
Well, I was going to say, and also an iPad, if the technology was a little more convenient,
if I grew up
you didn't
now,
have to set up a projector to see it.
Because the first girl I banged, who, by the way, we had here on the show, I mean, I was so, couldn't figure it out. The first time I was actually going to get laid, I was at a lake, we were outdoors, it was nighttime, and we went down to the water, and she's nude and I'm nude. Can you imagine me naked? My big nose, and I had long hair down to I was 16. I had hair probably down to my ass, and I remember I was like if Fabio got in a train accident, and got his face smashed in. I had the long flowing hair. It's like if Fabio had polio. That's what I looked like, and so. I remember I used to keep my hair in a ponytail, but now I unfurled my hair. So we were holding hands. We walked down to the lake, and I was like, wow, it's going to happen. And then I was like, well, what do I do? Do I lay her down in the water? I can't do that. I was shivering. I was nervous and shivering. So I was standing, and then I started to squat like if you're taking a shit. And I tried to push her down to squat, too, so we could. And I was like, became clear to me. I don't know what to do.
How do you get in there?
I have no idea how to get my penis. Now, you laugh, but there was no porn back then to really study and to hear how guys do it. And I say, God bless pornography. Because Lord knows it was awkward. And, everyone goes, oh, it's charming, it's awkward. Fuck awkward. Fuck charming. I'm awkward enough. I don't want to be charming. In what sense is that? I mean, the girl was disgusted. And we ended up I mean, I was satisfied. I fingered her. I was thrilled. And then we ended up fucking at my house weeks later. But down on the water, I don't even think I had real penetration. You know what I mean? I just didn't even know what I was doing. And if I had had porn, I would have known what to do. I would have, like, taken her to the edge of the water. I would have gotten
Well,
her.
you didn't even know about, what did you know of foreplay? I mean, did you know how to get her ready or anything?
No, I remember the first time I went down on a woman. It was the second girl I was with. Beautiful, blonde-haired girl. Fantastic. She went to another high school from me. She didn't know what a loser I was back at my high school. She thought I was a drug dealer and I was cool. So don't ask, because I had pot. I had $5 worth of pot. She thought I had pounds. I made it seem like I was like this hardcore guy. And I remember I took her pants off, and I was amazed that her bush was blonde. It was almost like she was shaved because she was so light-haired. And this girl was gorgeous. I mean, big tits, the whole fucking deal. Back in the days before there were implants. And so I said, gee, I think I'm supposed to kiss her vagina. So I started to go down there, and I was like looking at it, and I was like parting the hairs. Back then you had to part the hairs, and I started to awkwardly kiss it, I guess, and then I'm halfway through I went, this is really demeaning. Like I'm on my knees kissing her vagina, and I'm not enjoying myself, and it's just horrible, but it looked pretty cool and everything, and then I mounted her, and I don't know, somehow I got in there for a second and then just came and got out. It was ridiculous sex.
Well, Robin, knowing that you learned how to give head watching porn, how good do you think you're at it?
She can't be very good at it if she, you know.
Excuse me, I think I'm good at it.
No, every girl thinks they're good at it. Most girls are horrible at it. I guarantee you George gives better head than you do.
Well, that's always been said. A guy would know what a guy would want better than I do.
Poor Robin, I hate to. If you have to watch a film to learn how to give head.
No, you know, that was not my situation. That was somebody making me insecure.
Oh, someone said you were bad at it?
They just, whatever they said, it was like, maybe I should go take a look.
Yeah, women don't, for the most part, know how to do it. I don't care. I don't care about blowjob. Although there were two women in my life who knew how to blow a guy. I never experienced anything like it in my life. These two little whores were amazing. I mean, and these are women that you actually knew, Robin.
Oh, my goodness.
No, you don't know one of them. One of them you don't know. One of them's an actress. You would know her if she's famous.
I know of her.
Yes. She blew me. My head almost exploded. And then there was another.
Your head almost caved in.
No, there were three, actually. One was a sort of a loose gal, you know. One was an actress, and one was a TV star. And this woman, I walked into her room. I met her in a hotel. I walk in, and she was dressed in the most sexy outfit I ever saw, like a woman's. You know, like a I don't want to say an evening gown because that would be gross. I'm talking about just like a hot, sexy, like what a woman would wear to work. You know what I mean? If she was really decked, like a cocktail dress.
You don't wear cocktail dresses to work.
Well, okay, I'm explaining it wrong, but she looks sexy as hell.
All right.
And I walk in the room, and she was very seductive. And one thing leads to another, and she begins this blow job while she's squeezing her own nipples, which I never, like she was turning herself on, getting more and more into a frenzy. Well, you can imagine my delight. And I'm like, wow, really? And you know, and then all of a sudden she does a technique. I mean, what do I know? I hate these blowjobs. I could care less about them. Well, this technique, Maron, boom, I explode like a maniac. No teeth involved. You could tell she's so into it because you could tell the mouth was wet. You know what I'm saying, Robin?
Well, is the mouth not wet?
Well, sometimes, I don't know. You could just tell when a woman really enjoys doing it. Like she ain't doing
You could tell she enjoyed it.
Yeah,
she's just doing you a favor.
Yeah, she didn't vomit.
There's an indication.
And so it was amazing. And then I remember she even did something so this would not be sexy in any way if any other woman did it, but she left the bathroom door open. She sat down to pee, but she hiked up her dress in a way that was like fucking crazy. It was everything about her was erotic. Then she came back. Yeah. And she came back in the room and then had sex, and it was like, wow. I mean, wow. And I don't know what happened, but we saw each other once or twice after that, and then we didn't get in touch anymore. I know it sounds crazy. You would think, well, Howard, why?
Yeah, why wouldn't you go back there? Why wouldn't you keep her around?
I think the chemistry was wrong, believe it or not. Now I know that sounds weird. I mean, just as a human being, I think the chemistry was wrong. She actually probably scared the shit out of me.
Out of bed, it was
You know
wrong.
what? Anybody too good in bed scares me.
Well, Robin, do you enjoy watching porn when you're getting...
By the way, Benji and Fred just came.
Wow.
Yeah, spontaneously.
Just from you telling that story.
Yeah, Benji was manipulating himself. George was like, I don't care about girls. I don't want to hear about it.
I was thinking of you.
You were thinking of me?
Yeah, how excited you were getting.
Oh, I'm so gross. I'm so grotesque. I mean, I'm hideous looking. I mean,
You are not.
You know, I saw a clip of me yesterday making my announcement about AGT.
Uh-huh.
You know, from Howard TV. I looked particularly bad yesterday.
Oh, dear.
And I went, who the hell? And then, you know, I even went home and Beth was dressed up. She went to a charity thing last night. She was all decked out. And I looked at myself in the mirror. And I actually thought I looked good yesterday. And then I took a good hard look and I went, you look awful. I mean, you're hideous.
Will you stop that?
I really am. I can't stand it that I don't look like Stamos or Rob Lowe or Johnny Depp or Brad Pitt. It's just not right. I deserve to look somewhat human.
You really are so hard on yourself.
Well, George,
It's disgusting.
why don't
you can't be hard on
you
yourself
know,
after
George,
listening to Howard.
Be honest. It's you know what? No gay man's attracted to me.
Well,
tell the truth. Tell the truth.
You know what?
You would never.
It's not just your looks. It's also who you are.
But talk about my looks.
And that's the
forget about who I am.
Well, you're certainly
I'm a
not Brad
vomit.
Pitt. You're not George Clooney.
Go
No.
ahead. Who else am I not? Keep going, George. I feel great.
You are
I'm not,
you.
Yeah.
And you are an attractive man.
No, stop.
Yes, you are.
All right.
No,
okay.
you got to quit saying that.
Would you blow
I'm
me?
so
Would you blow me?
surprised.
Seriously, would you blow me?
I would.
Hey, would you blow me?
Yeah.
You would?
I would.
Do you ever hear of a guy named Hey, would you blow me? I'm sure he's called your house. I think King Chris must have called
so
your
out
house.
of character when you're so hard on yourself.
What?
Like that. You are so out of character
I
when
know,
you're so hard
not
on
out of
yourself.
character. I'm honest.
No.
I know what I look like.
Well, you're comparing yourself against some of the extraordinarily good-looking
I think
men.
Steve Buscemi is better looking than me.
Get out!
Yeah.
Oh, you're getting ridiculous.
Yeah.
Now you're getting ridiculous.
I'm watching Boardwalk Empire.
Your mouth is fine. Your nose is extraordinary. Your eyes are fine. You know, I mean, but it's not ugly. It's you. It's who you are.
Do you do Botox?
Oh no,
you don't.
No, I don't. Why?
I don't know.
look
You
like
look
I
good.
do?
You look good. You look good.
Well,
You look
I
youthful. For a guy
exercise.
70-something years old, you look young.
Are you thinking of doing Botox,
No,
Howard?
fuck no. You ever see
No,
these guys who
I
do
don't
it? No,
believe in that.
no, I would never
That's
do
ridiculous.
it. I was wondering if George did it.
No, I do not.
You do not?
This is me.
No, he doesn't have that
What you
feminine
see
look that
is
those guys
what you-
have.
Yeah.
No,
This
you
is
look
all
good.
me.
You look good.
Well, so do you.
Yeah, okay.
And you
let's
gotta
blow
stop
each other.
that.
I'm going to call your bluff right now. Blow me right now. Let me see you do it.
You will.
Would you mind?
Get it out.
It is out. George,
I know you won't.
here's
do
something
that.
I learned from my dad. You look good. Pick up this dollar bill. I can't believe my dad did that.
Yeah, I was wearing a strapless
quit saying
gown.
you
We were
look
doing
ugly.
something.
Yeah. You were wearing a strapless?
A strapless gown.
Yeah.
And your dad dropped a dollar bill on the floor.
Did you pick it up?
No, I was like, what are you doing? And he just started laughing.
He's a card, my old man.
Well, Robin, when you
Robin Sweetie.
Robin Sweetie,
Yeah.
when you're getting intimate with a guy, do you enjoy watching porn or with him, or are you one of those women?
No, she's very
No, I'm not a
romantic.
porn person.
No, she watched the porn to learn how to blow people. If you want to learn how, ask George. I bet you he could tell you. George, what's the secret to doing it well? Even though I don't think there is a secret, it's just the woman's got to be super into it, I believe.
Well, I don't know it from a woman's vantage point.
Can you make Brad come in like a second?
Oh no, but that's not the point.
Sure it is.
You know, it's the getting there that's enjoyable too.
Yeah. See, he enjoys it.
See, gay sex is a whole different thing, Howard.
He enjoys sucking cock. You enjoy it,
He doesn't want
right?
it to be over fast.
What? You savor it. You savor it.
It's pleasurable.
It is.
Yes.
The sucking.
Yes.
Why is that
Wonderful.
pleasurable? It's a guy's dirty penis.
No, it's clean. I make sure it's clean.
Yeah.
Well, why would you want to do a dirty one? No.
You've
that's
never been to a
repulsive me.
club where you back in the day.
Back in the day,
Where you
yes.
just some guy's smelly balls and you just blow them anyway.
I love the smell of the crotch.
You
There's
do?
a wonderful scent there.
Oh, my.
Wait, could you say that into the microphone? I think people missed that. You love what? I couldn't hear you.
I couldn't either.
No, you say you love the scent of a crotch? So
Yes.
a dirty crotch is sexy.
No, no, not dirty.
What is the scent of a crotch? Like, you mean when it's a little...
Particularly young ones. There's...
Hi-oh.
Peachy.
I get it. What do you mean, like a grimy smell?
No, a peachy smell.
A peachy smell.
A wonderful scent.
Like the balls?
A fruity scent.
A fruity scent, like the balls?
What?
The balls?
Well, it's the whole scent of the crotch.
Yeah. Do you sit there and smell it?
No, it's there.
It's wafting.
It's part of the whole thing.
Are you sure you're not smelling some ass, like some, like the dude didn't wipe?
No. Yeah, there is a scent, a different kind of scent to the other side.
Right. Hey, what's the best age for a great crotch smell? Like an 18-year-old boy?
18 to about 21.
Right, and then it starts to sour as they get older.
More adult.
You smell.
Yeah, they become men, and then they start to smell. They stink.
Do you ever?
Oh, here we go again.
Do you ever get upset about the smell of your own crotch because of you're older and?
I don't smell my own.
No, but sometimes I smell my own when I'm like this pee situation and stuff. Sometimes can make my balls smell because my penis is small and my pee drips onto my balls.
I don't smell mine.
You don't smell it?
I don't know.
And then
But
it ferments in my underpants like a fine wine. And sometimes I waft up and I go, I can't believe that's me. But I never used to have that.
Don't you shower and make sure that...
Yeah, I scrub out. But how many times a day can I shower? After I pee every time? No.
No, well, you don't drip that much, do you?
Oh,
Yes, he does. Every
you do?
time, George.
No, I drip.
Oh, no. Occasionally I do that, but no.
Yeah, no, I drip.
Well, you're extraordinary.
I'm a Stern.
Of course.
All the Sterns.
There's only
All
one
the Sterns
you.
drip.
Could you tell different ethnicities by the smell of a crotch, do you think?
Sometimes, yes.
I mean, if I brought in like 5 guys, I blindfolded you.
Nordic types have a different kind of smell.
They do?
Yeah.
What's that like?
It's a, for lack of a better word, it's a cleaner, more astringent.
Astringent?
And what about a black guy? Like, can you smell the difference between a black guy and an Asian guy?
It's a more musky.
Musky?
Yeah.
A muskier odor?
Yeah.
Now we have to have this contest.
Yeah, I mean, we have the wrong contest going on.
Everything turns into a contest.
All right, here's what I'm going to do the next time you come.
The least.
The next time you come here, because today I have the beautiful cock contest for you. Next time you come, I'm going to get an Asian, a black, a Hispanic, a Nordic, and
I get to smell them.
You'll smell them blindfolded.
And you try to,
And you'll try and tell me what race they are.
All right.
I would like to see that. And then
you are so racist.
And that's not
It's
racist.
shocking.
I want to see if you can tell the different races. You're the one who said you could.
Well,
How am I racist?
I said there's a certain kind of scent that you can get from certain people.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes. And sometimes they turn out to be...
You know what I'm going to do? In the contest, I'm going to mix in like a dog, too. That'll be a good visual. Anyway, so, all right, George, that'll be the next time.
Next time.
Right. What is it, Sal?
Howard, we would like to know if we can blindfold George and he could smell both mine and Richard's crotch and decipher the difference between the two.
But you're both white guys.
Yeah, but I'm Italian and Richard's a redneck Kansan.
No, he can't break it down that much.
Okay.
You're being silly.
So you don't want to smell our crotches?
You're brunette and he's blonde.
All right. Enough with your cock. We've seen that thing. It's way too much. That's Sal
They're both
Gubernella.
clean, though.
Sal Gubernella. Governor. Right. One day I'll get it right. All right, listen, we have to take a...
Howard?
Yes, Vince.
I got one more quick question, and I was just wondering if you could put me on hold so I can listen to the rest of the show. But my question is this. I was just wondering if you could do for me what you've done for Eric the Asshole Ungrateful Midget. if you could help me get like some parts in some shows or something.
You know,
'Cause
I got to tell you, Vince, I'm not a clearinghouse for getting small parts on television shows. You know, Eric, the actor, is a different sort of case. You know what I mean? It's
and he's losing his jobs to Ronnie now.
Right. So, you know, I always think it's funny to see Eric show up in these things because Eric thinks he can act. And, you know, Vince, I don't know if it would be as funny. It might just be sad with you.
No, because I've done a lot of extra work, but I've never done anything.
Oh, you have?
I haven't gotten anything principal-wise, but...
By the way, Vince is Brad Pitt's brother. I don't know if you know that, Ron.
Vince Pitt.
Yeah.
Vince Pitt. No, Vince Pitt. All right, Vince, I don't have any work, but I'll let me jot down the name Vince, and which will make a lot of sense when I have one of these Hollywood types on, and who knows, okay?
All right. And keep me on hold?
Yes. That's
Thank
Vince,
you.
everybody, from... Are you Nordic by any chance?
Well, actually, I'm originally from Toronto, and then I moved to L.A. About 94 when the North earthquake happened.
I might have some work for you if you let George smell your crotch.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, hold on, Vince.
I was actually thinking about entering that penis contest, but I didn't get in there in time.
How's Canadian crotch smell, George? any difference?
Actually, I was born in Poland.
It's not nationally specific.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Vince. Hold on.
All right.
Fascinating guy. Vince.
George, may I have a moment briefly with you?
Yes.
Talk to me more about the importance of a smell of a penis. The way, how distinct it can be, because a lot of
It's
people
not
don't
just
realize
the penis. It's the whole crotch area, you know. There's a certain musk that men have that can be very erotic. And it begins, you know, the younger crotches have a... And they all have to be clean, but it has a peachy scent, and then it takes on a more substantial masculine musk. And each stage of that development of the crotch has an interesting quality to it.
And
it gets rich. Oh, absolutely. But they all have to be clean. I don't like those dirty ones.
You also notice that different races have different scents. Have you ever smelled a black man's crotch that smelled like a Nordic man's crotch?
No, a black man has.
Can they mix?
Well, in the same way that there's pigmentation differences.
Right.
There's a different a scent with dark crotch as opposed to a light, more blonde crotch.
And to think modern science has only begun to tap this.
Oh, no. I think people throughout the ages have been aware of the importance of scent, smell.
Well, thank you, George. It's certainly been a red letter day today. Thank you, sir.
Quentin Tarantino will be in at 7 o'clock.
Oh, wonderful.
The great film director who stops by and sees us every once in a while. Maybe there'll be a role for George.
Who knows?
The last time he was here, we had some great times, and look forward to talking to this guy. He's considered one of the greatest directors that ever lived, and I admire him. He says he's going to make 10 films in his life, and then he's going to retire because he says there's nothing worse than an old, out-of-touch director.
Well, how many has he made so far?
I think about 7, he says.
So he's got three more to do?
Yeah, that's it, and he's done.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Our loss.
By the way, he'll get old and keep making films.
Of course.
They all do. Yeah, right. Absolutely.
People say these things, but they never live up to them.
Play it right, George. You could end up in one of his movies.
I would love that.
Yeah.
I'd make a good samurai.
Yes, absolutely you would.
Why didn't he call you for Kill Bill?
He did it because he said, I don't want a guy who says samurai. Samurai. All right, look, we got to take a break. We'll talk to Quentin when we get back, right after these words.
We have Quentin Tarantino here. We're going to bring him in.
You say that so matter-of-factly.
He's a good dude, man.
Yeah, but you should give him a little bit more of a...
Great movies, great director, great writer, great everything, man. He does everything. Acts, does the whole deal.
Thank you. That's what I was looking for.
All right.
Mr. Quentin Tarantino.
Hey.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Pretty good.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
You're here today promoting Django Unchained?
Yes, I am.
And so much more when it comes to talking to Howard on.
Yes. Exactly.
So, Quentin, do you look forward to these interviews with him, or does it get a little bit squeamish at certain points?
No, I always have a good time.
All right, we'll see you in the studio.
Okay, look forward to it, man.
All right, thanks a lot.
Howard TV out.
Do you care about who he thinks is like most overrated films or overrated directors? I don't know. That's your question? I guess.
Well, I thought you had the answers.
You're right.
I thought you had a list.
No, I just want to know who he thinks is overrated and what films he thinks is
All
overrated.
right, I like it. JD, I'm with you.
Quentin Tarantino has a new movie out called Django Unchained. Django spelled D-J-A. Look at you. Are you tan? Can't be. Come on. You didn't go out in the sun, did you? Don't ever do that. Ruin your look.
Hey, everybody.
How are you? You a George Takei fan? Or you
Yes, I am. Good to see you, sir. Red Line 7000.
Howard Hawks.
Yes.
Are you an expert on old films and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you worked at a video store. Wasn't that the story? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so you became probably an aficionado.
Well,
of
I got
film.
hired because I was a film expert, and then I had 5 years to just do nothing but watch films instead of get a job for a life.
Was that your college in a sense?
Yeah, it exactly was.
It really was, right? I mean, you working in a video store and watching these videos and movies, you learn technique. And
Yeah,
you learn...
in almost every way, if you think about it, because I actually think, if I had actually, I might have. When I quit school in middle school. I quit school in the 9th grade.
How do you get to do that? Do your parents just let you go quit school?
My mom did actually. All right. I mean, she remembers it completely wrong. She thinks that I bothered her so much. But actually, let me tell you the whole story. The whole story was I hated school.
Right.
And so
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in the South Bay area of Los Angeles.
Okay.
And so the thing about it was I started skipping, and it was one of those things where like I stayed out of school for like 4, 5, 6 days, so much that I know that once I go back, I'm going to be in trouble because they're going to call.
Right.
So you stay out 2 weeks because you know that the day you go back is your ass.
When you stayed out 2 weeks, were you unprepared? Like, would there be a test or something, and then you'd be just completely unprepared? Because that's my worst nightmare. I have that nightmare over and over again, that I haven't somehow prepared for school.
No, it's junior high. They weren't ever doing any kind of super serious test.
But weren't you afraid of your parents or your mother?
Well, no, I was afraid of my mom. That's why I ended up staying out for 2 weeks. So finally I go back to school, and I know, okay, well, that's it. They're going to call her, and I'm going to get in trouble. So I get in trouble, and she's yelling at me about it. And then,
no dad around?
No, just my mom.
Your dad left?
Yeah.
Was he one of those guys?
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
goodbye.
Exactly.
Yeah. Do you hate him?
He ate my dad.
Would you have been reunited with him at all? Has he
No,
tried?
he's tried, and I've pushed it away.
It's like, fuck you. I don't want anything to do with you.
Pretty much.
So you've never seen him?
He approached me one day.
Where?
At a coffee shop.
You're kidding.
No.
You're in L.A. having a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
How did he track you down in this coffee shop?
Well, I think he'd it was this coffee shop that was in Santa Monica, that Santa Monica Boulevard, that is kind of like a Schwab's drugstore kind of place where like a lot of old actors go there and stuff. So I think he had heard that I was I used to go down there. So he kind of became a regular. And I was never lucky. I was never unlucky enough to bump into him. And then one day, I'm eating my breakfast, looking down, and I look up, and there he's standing there.
Wow. Do you think that he? What was he after, really? Because I mean, he wasn't interested in you as a child. He wasn't interested in you when you worked at a video store.
Yeah.
Suddenly, he comes out of the woodwork and says, "Hello, son."
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's part of the thing about it is, he had 30 years if he wanted to get in touch with me.
Ample
to get
time.
in touch. I mean, if it was really bothering him, he could have actually got in touch with me anytime before. He had 30 years to reach out and touch me.
Right. And what did he say? What were the first words? Like, "Excuse me, Mr. Tarantino," or was it like? He basically. I looked up at him and I was like, and I realized who he was. You knew right away.
I just sensed it. It wasn't because he looked like me or anything.
Did he look like you?
Not real. Not that I can tell.
You look more like your mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't have pictures around the house or anything?
Well, no.
Not of the guy who left.
Yeah, exactly.
How old were you when he left? Like
it was 2.
2. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So you kind of go, I think this is him.
Yeah, exactly.
Does your heart start beating really fast?
Well, it's just I thought this day may come, and here it is. And I actually even said, I figured this day would happen someday. Because here it is.
Here I am.
So does he refer to you as son, or does he say I'm your dad, or?
No, I guess we just kind of got it. All right, he'd been making overtures trying to get in touch with me for like I think a couple years by this time.
Right. Was he looking for money?
I don't know what he's looking for.
He never got to that.
Yeah.
So what did he say to you?
He just asked to sit down, and I said no.
Wow. Oh, good for you.
And I just, I just looked at my plate and then took my hand and just waved him away.
And was that it?
And that was it.
And he left.
Yeah.
All right.
And you don't regret that at all?
No, I don't regret. No, I don't regret that at all. I mean, other than thanks for the sperm, I got really nothing to say to him.
Did you ever sort of wonder what's happened to him? Does he have another family? Does he have? I mean, you got to be curious.
Well, I don't want to be curious about stuff like that.
But you are,
yeah.
you know.
Well, not really. But the thing about it though is because I mean, it's just never. It never meant anything to me because I didn't even know he was alive for 30 years.
Right.
So it's just
no financial support, nothing.
Yeah. But the thing is though. One of the things is, he used to be an actor when he was younger, but I don't think he never tried to do it for real.
Right.
Just, studied and stuff. And, but anyway, what happened is him and Al Pacino's father, Sal Pacino.
Yes, Sal Pacino's been on the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they hooked up and became this little team, and they do these straight-to-DVD movies, and they call themselves the Silver Foxes. And they act in these gangster movies, the straight-to-video movies, so the boxes can say Pacino and Tarantino in.
Oh, my goodness.
Maybe now I'm thinking I might have had your dad on the show. It's possible because I had the Silver Foxes.
Well, he's one of the Silver Foxes, I think.
And at the time, I probably just didn't know that, I didn't know you were a stranger. He was just like, hey, I'm Quentin Tarantino's father. Gary, did he come in with Sal Pacino that time? I'm just curious. Because I don't recall, but I know I had the Silver Foxes on.
Yeah, I think I think he's a member in good standing of the Silver Foxes.
Did you ever watch the movie?
No, I didn't even want to know what he looked like, so I didn't.
I wonder if you have any half siblings. You probably don't, because they probably would have come out of the woodwork.
They would have come out of the woodwork too.
Was Quentin Tarantino's dad on?
Tony Tarantino was in fact a guest on the show.
Wow!
You're kidding!
Holy mackerel!
We just looked it up.
Wow!
I knew it.
We spent more time with him than you did.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Great guy. I got to go back and listen to that interview.
Yeah.
Did he come in here trying to act like he was your pal? I'm wondering. I don't remember. Or did he?
Well, the thing that was so disheartening once was Premiere Magazine found him out of the blue at the height of my Pulp Fiction shit. All right.
Yeah, right.
And got in touch with him, and they interviewed him. And I haven't spoken to Premiere Magazine from this day after they did that because I mean, what kind of Sun UK tabloid thing is this to go find the guy who I never met and interview him?
Maybe they were like me, like the guy came in. I just assumed, okay, these guys came in to promote a movie. I thought it was interesting to meet the sons of the, the fathers of these great sons, especially Al Pacino, Quentin Tarantino. I remember, but I don't remember if he I'm sure I must have asked him if you're close to Quentin. I don't know. I don't even have any recollection of it.
Well, the thing about it was the thing that was so disheartening. Again, I didn't look at it because I didn't want to see his picture per se.
Right.
But at the in the article of the Premiere Magazine, it's him dressed like a Reservoir Dog.
Oh my God.
Pointing a gun at the camera.
Oh my God. What is it?
So I'm looking at the notes from the interview. You cracked the same exact joke then. You told Tony, hey, I'm closer to Quentin than you are.
Oh, good.
And then you
I let him have
it. And then you did, because Tony had said that he had almost never met him. And then you said that you were going to try to get a reconciliation.
Yeah, I'm sure I did.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Howard.
Well, hey, what did I know?
I want that guy in my life, grease the wheels, mate.
Let me apologize to you right now for even attempting that, which I'm sure I didn't because I'm a phony. But I just wonder if you have any half-siblings or anything like that. But who knows? I mean, and who cares, really?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? You've done very well for yourself. And who knows? Maybe that was your rebellion dropping out of school.
But I got to tell you something. Harvey Keitel, actually, he brought it up once, and I told him, and he actually said the most right-on thing. Hey, Quentin, if he wanted to leave, better he leaves than to stay and not want to be there.
You know what? That's the best advice ever. Because I was thinking about, like I was reading in the paper, about this guy and his wife are arguing about The Walking Dead, the TV show, and he shot her. And I'm like, and I always say the same thing. I go, why don't people just leave? You know, but no, they don't want to leave. Imagine your father stayed there and tortured you because he was just angry. He actually did you a favor.
I kind of look at it that way.
Do you have regrets that you didn't stay in school? Because now, like, I didn't pay attention in school. I mean, I went to college and everything, but I didn't, and I look back on my education now, and there's these huge gaps in my education, and I fantasize now because I do love to learn, and I take all kinds of online courses and stuff. Don't you fantasize that you would have taken advantage of that time period and really gone to school and gone to town with everything?
Well, here's the thing: is from the moment I quit school, I kept up my self-education pretty much to this day, especially about the stuff that I care about.
Right.
The thing that was sad about me quitting school. I mean, look, there's a big bragging notion about the fact that, I didn't even quit high school. I quit middle school.
Right, yeah.
And to actually become a success later, there's like a lot of cool bragging rights. Makes me look even smarter.
Right,
you know?
But, and also, I think a lot of people go, hey, he quit school, I can quit school, and I'll be a big film director. It just doesn't work. You know, he's also a genius, you know.
But
so
that is happening now. A lot of kids are pointing to all of these very successful dropouts saying, I want to be like that.
But go ahead, finish your thought, though.
Yeah.
What was the
thing that's sad is when you quit in the 9th grade, you don't understand anything about college.
No.
I actually literally thought in the 9th grade that school would be exactly like it was then forever.
Well, in a way, no one explained the world to you either. You didn't have a father who explained it to you. Your mother was probably busy working her ass off.
She was, actually.
Yeah.
And so the thing is, it would have been great to have a college experience. It would have been great to go away, meet all the people that you meet in school, and all that the whole social and learning aspect of it.
So did your mom say to you, look, if you're quitting school, you got to go support yourself?
Yeah.
And so when you're 9th grade, I remember me
How
in
do you
9th
do
grade,
that?
I was highly unemployable in 9th grade. I think I
got a
worked
job
in
at a hamburger place. But you know where I eventually got a job at?
Where?
Lying about my age because I was tall enough to get away with it. Was at 16. No, I was officially 17 by this time. No, I was 16. 17 would have been almost good enough. I got a job at a porno movie theater.
Wow.
As an usher.
Oh, so jealous.
So you lied and said you were 17? They let you have the job?
I lied and said I was 18.
And people forget that like there wasn't a lot of porn around. You know what I mean? Like maybe it was when you're younger than I am.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. It's I'm not younger than you. Oh, yeah, I'm younger.
Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 49.
Oh, I'm 58.
You're much younger, yeah.
I'm an old fart. I mean, it's getting near the end for me.
Yeah, but here's the thing about that, though, because I worked for the Pussycat Theater chain.
Yeah.
All right, out in California, and it was the Torrance Pussycat. So it was literally the last rung on the Pussycat Theater chain, just before Super 8.
Right.
All right, you played the Torrance Theater.
Right.
But the thing about it though was. You know that moment in Boogie Nights where it's like a big moment where they stop shooting on film and start shooting on video?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then they make a big deal like that. It's the end of it all, the end of an era.
Yeah.
Okay, this was literally like in 1979. So it was the last bastion of the early part of Boogie Nights.
Right.
Literally the last year before video would kind of take over everything.
Right.
And, so it was still always 35mm film in the theaters, and it was still the glory days of the 70s. Some of those old stars were still hanging in there.
Right. and you hate the digital age, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're one of those old school guys, man. You just love film.
I didn't get into this for this digital crap. I got into this for film, 24 frames a second, the whole flicker effect of it all.
But why is it so important to you, seriously? I mean, when you think about it, telling a good story on film or in digital, isn't it just about the story?
If you're talking about watching it at home, absolutely, positively, who cares?
Right.
All right. The best quality is the best.
Right.
But if you're talking about me leaving my house to just watch a DVD in public,
right,
with a bunch of people,
there's nothing special
about
that. Because film is a better quality.
Yeah. Well, it's a better quality. There's a reason to leave.
Do you think
beautiful.
the average schlub cares about that, though? I mean, you're an aficionado.
I don't think they care. I don't think it's the thing that they know that they care about.
Right, but they would care if it became sort of ordinary to go to the theater.
As it becomes ordinary to go to the theaters, and all of a sudden, wait for you to go watch some of these digital projections or something, and say something happened.
Yeah.
All right, and all of a sudden you see the film rewinding on the big screen because there's a glitch or a glitch in it or something like that. Now all of a sudden you feel really ripped off. Well, wait a minute, I can do this at home.
Right. How does a guy with such limited education become a screenwriter? I mean, I know you tried to be an actor for a while, and then all of a sudden, when you go to acting class, they'd say, "Hey, this thing you wrote is really good," and it started to dawn on you that you were a better writer and director than you were perhaps an actor. And so, how does a guy with a limited education, 9th grade education, how do you know how to even in that format know how to write a screenplay? And is it embarrassing? Is your grammar poor? Is your spelling poor? I mean, is it embarrassing to you? When
my vocabulary is not poor, you know. No, but my spelling is my spelling was never great.
Right. But you got spell check.
Yeah, exactly. Even before I left school, my spelling was pretty bad.
But how did you learn how to write a screenplay? Did you study screenplays and screenplay writing?
Oh yeah, well, I was actually literally writing screenplays in school, or those little ABC after school specials. I'd come up with some story, and I'd be that would be what I was doing in school. I'd be doing my own writing and my own stuff, not the schoolwork.
The last time you were here, you were promoting Inglourious Basterds. Great movie. I loved it. Eli Roth was in it. But you described that when you write a film, a lot of times when you're done, you send it right to Leonardo DiCaprio. You love him as an actor. And you let him see it, and you say, "Hey, is there a role here that might interest you?"
It's not 100% that way. I think it's more about the fact that he likes my writing, so when I finish the script, he makes sure he gets one.
He turned down the role of the German, he turned down that villain role.
That's more rumors. That's not really kind of the way it happened.
I think a lot of actors turn down roles in your films because it's hard to read the script and go, this is going to be a great film. I think they get scared. You offered the role in Django, the new film you're promoting. The guy, what's the guy? Jamie Foxx took the role. But you talked to Will Smith about it.
Yeah.
And I think Will Smith chickened out in a sense because I think when they read your roles, even though you just Inglourious Basterds made something like what $352 million, I think they read it and they get scared because your writing is so out there. I think it takes a special actor to sort of get what you have on the screenplay. Is that fair to say?
Well, he really liked the script and stuff. You know, it was just one of those things where we got together and talked, and for a couple of days, for hours actually.
Is that what it takes in order to convince Will Smith to give him the courage to take this role?
Well, it's not that negative a thing. I mean, I had actually just finished the script, so if I'm going to cast you as the lead, I'm going to want to talk to you about it.
Right.
And we don't really know each other that well, so that's part of it is a getting to know you process, as it was.
Do you do this getting to know you process, and then all of a sudden realize, hey, Will Smith's not the right guy for my film? Have you ever done that?
Yeah, well, that's kind of what happened. That's kind of what happened. Not in a negative way. I actually really enjoyed the time with him and stuff, but it just wasn't right as rain.
Because you didn't think he could play this role. What is the role? A slave?
He's the guy's a slave, and then who gets bought by a bounty hunter and turns into a bounty hunter, becomes the guy's partner.
So again, this is your fantasy because in slave days we know that black guys didn't become bounty hunters in the same way that Hitler wasn't killed.
A black guy could have become a bounty hunter.
Right. It's your imagination gone wild. And maybe Will Smith couldn't wrap his head around the whole thing.
Well, no, he really liked the piece and everything, but it was like it just wasn't a perfect fit.
When
Jamie came in and we talked, it was a perfect fit.
When you realize a guy isn't a perfect fit, but he's an important guy like Will Smith, do you try to act like a prick so that he won't want the role and start acting?
It's like breaking up with a girl. What do you say?
Yeah, that's how I do it. I act really. I go kooky. But seriously, that's an awkward thing because Will Smith's a powerful guy in Hollywood, as you are, and all of a sudden you realize like at what point do you go? I don't think you're right for this.
Well, it was it's never quite like that because actually. He was actually a really fascinating guy, and it was actually real fun to talk to him about the material because we kind of had this really cool thing where I could say anything and he could say anything.
Did you smoke weed with him?
No.
Different from going to Brad Pitt.
Yeah, it was a little different.
Did you get in trouble? The last time you were here, you told a fascinating story how you spent, again, days with Brad Pitt trying to sort of figure out if he's right for the role and talk about it, and you guys smoked a tremendous amount of hash.
Yeah.
It turned into this big brouhaha because Angelina Jolie had given him an ultimatum. You didn't know this, not to get high anymore. And he came
especially with the kids.
With the kids in the house, which you describe as well. I thought maybe you would have gotten a phone call from Brad Pitt where he'd say, hey, what the fuck are you doing? man.
Well, no, because he let the cat out of the bag first. He mentioned it at the press conference at the Cannes Film Festival. So then it was I wasn't going to bring it up. He brought it up, and the minute he brought it up, I could bring it up.
Right.
And
You said, hey, this must be cool to talk about.
Yeah, exactly.
For some reason, it had more impact when it was here.
When
than
you said
When
it.
you said it.
Yeah, right.
I don't think they believed him. You, they believed.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it a great life being a film director? I mean, Django's coming out. Even though your last film makes like $352 million, which, by the way, what do you see off of the $352 million? You're the director. You're the producer. You got to do. Who'd you do that with? Weinstein?
Yeah,
So
Weinstein and Universal, yeah.
You did this film too, Django, with Weinstein?
Yeah, Weinstein and Columbia.
Do you immediately go to Weinstein every time you want to make a film?
Right.
Why? Because he backed you early on?
Yeah, well, and also, me and Harvey have a wonderful relationship together.
He doesn't
and,
give you any shit.
Well, he gives me shit. I give him shit back, and it all works out.
Is that right? Will
Yeah,
he come to the set and say to you, hey, you're filming Inglourious Bastards, and I don't know about this. It doesn't look right to me.
No, actually, he's usually blowing me on the set, all right? It's always really good on the set.
He's blowing you on-
It's in the final edit that he...
But haven't you built up enough? I mean, $352 million you made for this guy the last time around.
Well, Harvey's got good taste, too. I do like to hear what he has to say. Sometimes we disagree, but it all works out.
Did you think Inglourious Bastards was going to be that successful?
I hoped it would be.
Don't you get scared every single time? I am sure you must. I mean, because you don't want it to come crashing down, right?
Well, I mean, it's like for instance, like if Django Unchained comes out and it's say were to come out and it's what I'm trying to say, disappointing commercially.
Right.
It doesn't quite make as much as we'd like it to make. Say.
Right.
I can't even imagine it being a complete disaster. But say it's just not as much as we want.
Right.
What do you want, by the way?
I want it to be to be a smash.
He wants it to
I want everyone in the.
I mean,
I
but
want
is
everyone in the
everybody
world to see it.
Is everybody expecting $100 million or something like
Well,
that?
yeah, we're expecting $100
Harvey
million.
went out and bought a new car already.
We're expecting $300 million, if not more.
It seems to have the right elements.
Yeah.
In the sense that Django, because if it interests me, that means it interests everybody. Because I have a very short attention span. Like I saw Lincoln, I hated it because it was just too boring for me. Did you like Lincoln?
I haven't seen it yet.
Don't go. I mean, you'll just be bored. Or go in late. I don't want to ruin it for you, but he dies at the end. And they don't even show that.
The best part they don't show.
Yeah, the best part. No guts, no blood, nothing. I mean, good luck. Do you have Spielberg worship? I mean, is he like your god or something?
I'm a big fan of Spielberg as a director for sure.
The best films of I don't know where I read this, but you said your top 3 films from this year were the Woody Allen film.
No, that was last year. That was last year.
Woody Allen.
Yeah, it was. What was it? Woody Allen, Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Right. Yes.
That was
Excellent.
great.
Yeah, Rise of the Planet of the Apes was that's one of those movies that actually for like a big, franchisey kind of Hollywood movie.
Yeah.
That's a movie like that gives all those movies a good name.
I thought it was
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah.
How come films like that can't win an Academy Award?
It would have. I mean, I almost gave it #1 film. It was funny. The Midnight in Paris just kept staying in my mind as time goes on, and the fact that it played for 6 months, I actually found myself. I saw it a couple more times over the course of those 6 months.
Yeah.
And it was funny though. It was one of those things. I thought it was so funny the first time I saw it. Second time I saw it in the theaters, I didn't laugh hardly as much, but it was still interesting.
Right.
It was still, and I liked Owen Wilson a lot more than I ever have before. I thought he was really good in the film.
So when you see that, do you say, hey, maybe I'll put Owen Wilson in one of my films?
No, I would not say that.
Really?
I don't like him.
You don't like him?
I don't
what
like
don't
him
you
at
like
all.
about him? He just rubs you the wrong way.
Yeah, he's one of those, comedy actors. You either like them or you don't.
Wow.
And he's one of those comedy actors I don't like.
Wow. You just don't like his performance.
I just don't think he's funny.
And so it's true. You have to make those judgments as a director. You can't just you can't be wishy-washy.
Jonah Hill, I really think is funny. I think he's terrific. Owen Wilson, not so much.
Jonah Hill in Powerball. Was that the name of the movie?
Oh, Moneyball.
Moneyball.
It was great, right?
He was fantastic in that.
And so you put him in Django.
Yeah, he's got a little cameo in this.
He plays a slave owner?
No, he plays a member of like the early version of the Ku Klux Klan, or these guys known as regulators.
So what we're going to see in Django is a movie about the Deep South.
Yeah.
During slave days. What's the year?
It's like 2 years before the Civil War.
All right. So you have to know something about the Civil War.
Yeah.
So you have to go research this when you write it, right? You say, do you say to yourself, I want to make up a movie about the Civil War, so I'm going to go study the Civil War. I didn't have an education in this, so I'm going to go study it.
Well, the thing is, actually, I am really knowledgeable about history and a lot of those are all the things that I was interested in.
Because you read on your own?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So knowing what you know about the Civil War, you don't really need an expertise because it's a fantasy, and you decide that in this...
look, this is not quite the same thing as Inglourious Basterds. This is an alternative history.
Right.
This has a very legitimate historical setting. And for that matter, so does Inglourious Basterds, until I kill Hitler.
Right. I'll get back to Django in a second, but I got so many questions for you. When you make $352 million, you hear from everyone, including your old father there. I mean, when you make, it's crazy. Dad! Look at that. That's my boy! I just saw you with Sal Pacino in a movie. What his fantasy was? You're going to put him in a film? So you... so it's like, 5 dads show up when you make $352 million. But, I mean, you're on top of the world. But if you're on top of the world, then when a movie does poorly, you can easily sink into a deep, dark depression, right?
Well, it's one of those, look, if I was... I'm a commercial director insofar as my movies actually, for the most part, have done actually really very well, especially as far as compared to what they cost. They've done quite well.
Right. You're not one of those special effects crazy man,
Yeah, no, admittedly, the budgets have